Hello everybody and welcome to VRML Channel 1. This is week 3, of course. Today we've got Reverb versus Team Gravity, a hot match here in Master Tier today. You've got me, Swift, and Psychaotic as well on the sidecast. So how are you doing?
I'm doing great, super excited, new to casting EU matches, but I'm really excited to see what they've got, see how it compares to the region I'm used to, and just excited to see a good game. We do have the teams readying up now, so we should be getting started momentarily.
Yeah, it's a great first match, definitely, to introduce. Of course, if anyone else in the chat is also new to watching EU, and oh boy, my gameplay thing's not coming up. Uh-oh, good start.
Awesome start.
So bear with
I'll
me.
take it in then.
Yeah.
But yeah, counting down, stacks are away. Possession going to Team Gravity, bouncing up toward the ceiling, picked up by Owen. Owen losing that though, going to be picked up by JBLB, taking the shot off the backboard. It's good. What a start to this round. A solid 3 points. A little shuffle up there by the Joust, but Team Gravity eventually coming away with it and scoring those points early.
Yeah, so hopefully this will connect really quick, because this is doing my head in. There we go.
All right, so now we have Reverb coming out of the tubes. It's me, Ollie, QBing, setting that all the way down in the field, but Baguette reads those. Losing it, though, to J for Jack, who also loses it, so Disc is bouncing loose. Picked up by JBLB, stolen by Owen. Owen just outside the bubble, looking for an option, getting the block off, taking the shot. No! Baguette with a big save there, setting that down into the trap area to himself.
Why is the possession over? I swear I tested this about 5 minutes ago. Everything was fine. Anyway, coming into the bubble now is going to be Reverb's bubble. They're going to try and clear this away. That's going to be successful, but the gravity stack is already on its way back. And yeah, passing it all the way back is going to be Team Gravity, taking it forward once again. And they're just going to look to find some time, take control of the game here as Viratrex passes this one to Baguette as they try and get this down. In fact, it looks like a 3-point shot. Not quite going to be on target, though.
Bouncing now in the hands of J for Jack, who's going to get that clear almost all the way through. Bouncing in tunnel, slapped away by a Gravity player, back down into Reverb's bubble. Going to be recovered now by JBLB, looking for that cut, looking for Scubs. Scubs looking for the shot, and it's good. Now up 5-0 is Team Gravity, with about 8 minutes left by the time this clock winds down.
Ah, yeah, it seems like one of the resizing things didn't work. All of the overlays really junked. I don't know why everything broke all of a sudden.
It's all good. It happens. But now let's see what's happening with Reverb, as It's Me Ollie sends that up for J for Jack, setting that up to Owen. Owen sending it back to Jay, who's going to take some time, take some space, juking around, looking for It's Me Ollie across. The pass is no good, almost bouncing all the way out. It will eventually be recovered, though, by Scubs, who is going to do some moves, trying to send that through, but Itris reads that, taking that disc now, moving around, looking for some teammates, finds an option in the form of Owen. Owen sending that across for J for Jack, who's going to back this one out now to Itris, and they're going to slow it way down.
Yeah, and looking just to find some space, but Gravity aren't making it easy. J for Jack getting a stun out, though, so he's going to clear some space at the front line. Oh, J for Jack, what a play with that stun. Turns around, slaps it into the goal. An epic play from J for Jack. That was absolutely amazing.
That was gorgeous. Those slaps where you barely beat the stun always get me super excited, and I'm sure he's bouncing up and down right now that he made that in. But now coming out of the tubes for the first time with offensive joust will be Team Gravity. Viatrex setting that up to JBL. JBL setting that back to Viatrex, who's going to look across for Scubs. Scubs is going to drift up a little bit under pressure from the stack, so the pass bounces a little loose. Viatrex manages to get a hand on that. I'm sorry, not Viatrex. Sending it back to Viatrex, who's then going to send that up to Baguette. Baguette looking for JBLB, who's going to cross that back to Baguette. Some excellent possession we're seeing right now from Team Gravity. Just calm, collected passing. Sending that up to Scubs, making their way up the field into the bubble, crashing now. Scubs juking, finding JBLB, who's going to not take that shot and lose the disc, bouncing out of the bubble. J for Jack with it, clearing that through.
Yeah, it's going all the way through, in fact, into the Team Gravity half, but Gravity already back on that stack. You mentioned earlier just the controlled pace of Team Gravity that we've come to expect from this long-standing team. They've got a different roster coming up this time, but it doesn't really change the facts. No matter where Gravity goes, they'll always be successful. They're led by Viatrex, who is a very well-seasoned player. Been playing since even before VRML and been very successful beforehand as well. So just absolutely outstanding play we're seeing from Team Gravity so far, but also Reverb doing very well to defend against this at the moment. Some nice coverage here we're seeing, and they're delaying by a lot, but they do need to put some pressure onto Viatrex, leaving a little bit too much space, but that pass not quite going to go through, but the clear not either, but it's fine because the Reverb stack is going to be able to get that out of there.
An interesting pass up to J for Jack. No, putting that right into the hands of that Gravity stack. They're all over the place, I'm telling you. Over to Viatrex. Viatrex over to Scubs. Scubs looking for that high option of Baguette. Going back down to Viatrex now. Who's going to pick that up. Bounce past that over to Scubs. Scubs with the one-on-one. No, going low. Going up to Baguette instead. No good, though, as that will end up recovered. Oh, by Baguette. Baguette taking a shot. No, it's bouncing all over the place, but Scubs, out of the madness, finds the goal, putting Team Gravity up 7-2.
Yeah, just an outstanding play. Really good defense, I must say, from Reverb. Had a really good shot at it there, but not quite able to get it out of there. Just a couple of seconds too late on the defender, and they cleared it out a couple of times before they were able to get it in as well, but unable to get the clear. So very unfortunate here, but they do get stunned out on the joust, so that's going to be unfortunate. And Gravity maybe going to look to find this 3-point. No, it's actually going to be covered away, and now JBL, oh, with a great pass coming through, cutting through, and that's going to be Scubs taking it in for another 2.
We're just seeing the sheer experience from Team Gravity right now. This calm collectedness, and even when they lose the disc, they're not scrambling, they're not overcommitting to it. People are getting open for those slap options when they're under pressure. It's just the teamwork we're seeing from Gravity right now. I guess that's why they're called Team Gravity and have team in their name. But anyway, picked off by Baguette. Baguette taking the shot. No, taking another shot, and there it is. Second time's the charm. Another 3 points for Team Gravity, up 12-2.
How many times are we going to see the throw get caught and then it thrown back into the goal here from the Reverb defense? It's been so unlucky so far. They've been able to grab it and then they're just stunned and it's stolen right back. So yeah, very unfortunate here as Gravity come through with another interception. They're just all over it right now. They seem to have really found their footing as Reverb trying to get this saved. It's going to be a ding, so they do get a little bit of extra time, but not too much as Team Gravity are already setting up here in the bubble, and they don't quite have all of their defense back. So it's Scubs against 2. He is going to get another ding on the post, but it's going to go all the way back here. Scubs going to try and get this cleared to Baguette, but just going to miss that pass.
Barely missing, still recovering though, so Viatrex has it now on that back line. Looking for that cross option, taking a bounce, but Baguette is able to grab it. Looking for Scubs up on the ceiling. Scubs looking down at Viatrex. Viatrex backing it out again. They are not pushing unless it's the perfect condition. It's so smart. JBLB trying to cross now. No good. Bouncing loose. JBLB picks it up again, sending it over to Baguette. Baguette taking the shot, finds that bottom pocket, finds the goal. 14-2 in favor of Team Gravity. The patience, just the patience we're seeing from Team Gravity right now, I cannot speak enough about it. Don't like what that looks like in the bubble? Nope, pop it back out to Viatrex on the back line. It's just beautiful.
Absolutely, and this is kind of the way that any team led by Viatrex, whether it be Gravity of last roster, which are now of last season, which are now Team Vertigo, except without Viatrex, but now Viatrex is leading Gravity still, and with a completely different roster. Oh, and not being able to find the goal there. Baguette looking a little bit puzzled as trying to find the goal here. Is going to be another pass to JBL. Oh, and the save by Itriz, but carrying it into their own goal. So unfortunate there by Reverb once again, but no matter who Vitrax is leading, he always does such a good job. And it's so difficult to punish their mistakes because, like you said, they don't make many. And when they do, they're not really in a position where they're about to score because usually they wait until the perfect position and then they shoot. And then it's almost always a goal because of how long they've waited for the opportunity. And it seems to be working very well for them.
It does. Cannot speak enough about Vitrax's captaining ability. You know, new team, but still same playstyle. And speaking of same playstyle, here's another play. Baguette driving in through 3 goalies, it looked like he juked through, and then putting that in for another 2 points. Let's see, how much time do we have left? They are on pace for that 20-point differential. We'll see if they can pull it off now with Reverb coming out of the tubes. They really, you know, it is too late for this round, obviously, with this score point differential. But if they can get a couple goals in this last minute and a half, just to take some momentum into the next round, hopefully, you know, Reverb will be able to turn it around and we'll see a much closer round 2. But anyway, that pass coming through, bouncing high, not in their hands, so it will be going across to Owen, who recovers. Coming off of Cloud, sending it across to J for Jack. No good. Disconnect on the pass. Recovered now by Vitrax, who can't handle it. So J for Jack has it again. Juking around on the floor, looking for an option. Finds it in the form of Owen. Owen sending that across to It's Me Ollie. It's Me Ollie back to Owen. Oh, no good. J for Jack has it, though. And they're going to have another opportunity here. Sending that all the way back now to Itriz.
Yeah, Nitro's just holding it at the back here, exactly like Team Gravity was doing earlier, but unfortunately they don't have the time. There's just 45 seconds on the clock. There won't actually be enough time in this round to bring this back, so maybe they are actually just kind of conceding this round and just trying to get some points on the board, trying to build some momentum, because like we've seen before, Echo Arena is basically half as much as a mental game as it is half a completely physical game and about mechanics, and Vitrax dropping the disc there, certainly not going to help the morale of Team Gravity, although I don't think they really need it with 18 points up here. Oh, gonna get the ding. Could have been 20-2, but not quite, as that shot just sailing a little bit high for Team Gravity as they still have possession. But yeah, Reverb just trying to get some points on the board. It seems like it's not worked, and Team Gravity looking to take the first round.
You know, we are seeing some awesome defense from Reverb, like especially highlighted in that last minute and a half. They were able to find their footing finally, holding off Gravity from scoring more and almost getting an opportunity of their own down on Gravity's side of the field. You saw, as you mentioned, they really slowed it down there, taking a page out of Gravity's book, making sure they had a good opportunity in the bubble before pushing forward, utilizing those back passes, those resets, and making sure everybody was spread all across the field to try to minimize the damage that Gravity stack could do.
Yeah, absolutely, and we saw some really great control from Team Gravity in that game, and also some really great plays from Reverb, especially in the defense. Reverb did a really good job holding back Gravity, and like you said, Gravity, they hold back until they have that perfect opportunity, and Reverb held them back for definitely a couple of minutes in that round, although they weren't able to get the clear a couple of times, and some really kind of unfortunate moments that, in my opinion, could have very easily been kind of stopped as of being a goal, kind of just grabbing it but not quite able to get the clear, basically just kind of unlucky. And yeah, they definitely look to be doing pretty well, and I don't think the score tells the whole story, as it often doesn't.
It definitely doesn't. As we were talking about, those last 2 minutes was a absolutely solid matchup there, holding each other off from scoring. You know, if Reverb comes into this next round like they were playing in these last 2 minutes, we're going to see a very different scoreboard.
Yeah, I think I need to... Oh, there we go. Just finding the button just in time for round 2 as we get started here. As all the button seems to be taking forever to load. That's probably part of the problem, and I'll get that fixed for next stream for sure for you guys, but it shouldn't cause any problems for in the meantime, as we are into round 2 now, and it seems like Gravity already have possession. Not quite as controlled as they'd like to be, though, as this pass from Baguette is going to be missed. However, Itriz able to get this cleared out for Reverb, just in the tunnel, though, not quite able to get it all the way through. Itriz got a 3-point shot, but it's a tough one, and just going to go a little bit wide.
Covered now by Gravity, JBLB sending that across to Vitrax. Vitrax backing it up to Scubs. Scubs going back up to Baguette. This amazing passing we're seeing even on their own side of the field. Oh no, making me eat my words, and here comes the stack. It is still held onto by Scubs. Scubs, unfortunate pass there, recovered anyway by Gravity, so they still keep possession here. Baguette sending that all the way up the field. The ceiling shot, is it good? It is! What a way to start this round off with a beautiful three-pointer by Baguette.
Fantastic shot from Baguette there, and yeah, very, very well played from Team Gravity. That's a shot we're starting to see very, very often, kind of scarily often, actually, I'd say, as it's very, very difficult to kind of pull that shot off in the moment, and the round doesn't seem to have updated, but Team Gravity did win round 1 if you're just tuning in, and we are on round 2, so Reverb looking to bring this back, maybe into a 3-round game, and like we said before, it doesn't seem like Reverb have actually really reduced in performance since that first round. It seems like they're still going fully at it, and you love to see it. They're definitely not really down, and they're looking to just perform as well as they did in defense, especially in that first round.
Indeed. Owen with the disc now. Maybe an opportunity here, sending it up to J for Jack with a one-on-one, going for the cross. No! Ollie getting stunned out, unable to handle that disc, will be recovered by Scubs. Scubs getting the block, keeping the possession, sending that across now to Baguette. Baguette sending that all the way through, but the Reverb stack is fast, and they will be there first, sending that back through to Gravity's end, overshooting it a bit, so will be recovered by Gravity, barely slapping away from that Reverb player. Picked up now by Viatrex. Viatrex sending that on all the way through. Stack is together for Reverb, so Reverb will recover. Picked up by Ollie. Ollie going to bounce this one off the floor into the hands of JBLB. Taking a shot. Is it good? No. Bouncing off the back wall, but it's okay. Baguette is there to recover, making sure they get those points in. 5-0 in favor of Team Gravity.
It's always so well planned out as well. They have such a good plan for everything. They missed the shot. It doesn't really matter. There's 2 people there, in fact, to back it up. It's not really a big problem for Gravity. That's why it's difficult to punish their mistakes. Once again, it's really, really hard. You have to have a really well-coordinated team, and Gravity are just reading the jousts now.
Yeah, like you said, Gravity just absolutely on fire. Shout out to Baguette, 15 points to their name right now. Absolutely killing it with those joust reads. We'll see if we continue to see that, or if Reverb is able to switch it up and find something to work for them on joust, because right now a lot of these are getting picked off by Gravity. Ollie coming out of the tubes for Reverb, sending that up through the middle toward Owen. Owen looking for an option, looking for Jack. Jack, no, not able to get that shot off. So now into the hands of Baguette. Baguette sending that through, pre-stacked, but the stack gets broken up, so it will be in the hands of Scubs, who gets stunned out, unable to handle it. Owen with the disc now, sending that up to J for Jack. J for Jack getting stunned, but manages to send it back to Owen, who's going to send that across, or at least attempt to, because JBLB has that, sending that all the way down into the Reverb bubble. Who will be there first? It will be Reverb, but recovered by Baguette. Baguette putting in another 2 points.
And just what else really can you say? Gravity are just so controlled with it. They, as soon as they get that cleared, they immediately have the stack, and they seem to be intercepting very, very often. And I think Reverb might need to change not just their joust, but they need to just change their overall play and where they're passing to, because right now they've been quite predictable, and Team Gravity are kind of showing and capitalizing on that. The pass coming all the way through into the bubble, but just going to miss J for Jack there. But it will be cleared and intercepted now by Itriz. But they need to get the clear off very quickly, as J for Jack does recollect here with Itriz, but not really got much angle. Tries to go for the 3-point shot, but not quite going to be on target, and Scubs going to try and get this cleared away now, and Team Gravity now have possession once again.
Yep, going up to Baguette. Baguette going back to Viatrex. No, a rare miss pass from Gravity, sending that all the way down in the bubble, but the Gravity stack is there. Even when they mishandle it and miss pass, that stack from Gravity is just there to cover all of those mistakes, making sure they go unpunished. But a Viatrex now sending this down into Reverb's end, picked up by JBL. Taking a shot, and yeah, bouncing off the inside of the rim. That'll go in. Another 3 points for Gravity, putting them up 13-0. They are definitely on a pace to hit that 20-0 if this continues. Reverb needs to find their footing, and they need to find it quickly.
Yeah, Gravity are just on point right now, and Reverb, yeah, they need to just change something up. And I mean, it's easy to say as the caster they need to change something up. But it's really difficult. And look at the speed of the stack, almost catching that, almost reading the pass from there. So they did change the joust, and after just 1 round, in fact, Reverb are going to be able to get a nice dish here. Itriz is going to be taking this one in for 2 points, so maybe this is the start of a comeback, but Team Gravity, you saw that stack in the middle, how fast they shot up to the disc. They were just an inch away from grabbing it there. And that was after Reverb had changed their playstyle. So only after 1 round, after they changed their joust, Gravity were fully on it, and they already came up with a plan to read it. This is just how difficult it is to come up against people that are this... Whoa,
My.
That are this... I lost my words with with that shot as it goes in for J for Jack, bouncing off the corner. and I'm not sure if even Reverb expected that one.
You know, they may not have expected it, but they did need it. Finally getting 5 points on the board with about 4 minutes left. We're not out of mathematical time yet, but Reverbs needs to start moving quickly as Viatrex gets that sent through, or attempts to, ends up in the hands of Ollie. It's me, Ollie, sending that low. The stack is together. Going to be no overshot. Will picked up by Idris. Idris to Owen. Owen! What a save by Baguette! Holy crap! Sending that one through, bouncing through the tunnel, but it is recovered by Owen. So Reverb will have another opportunity now, bouncing all the way down to It's Me, Ollie. It's Me, Ollie, eyeing up Idris in the bubble, but takes a little too long as that will get their pocket picked. Sending that through now into Reverb's end, bouncing all the way into the bubble, recovered by Idris, slapping that one out, picked up by Scub. Scub taking a shot, what a save! But not out. It is still in Gravity's possession. No, bouncing off of Ollie's head into the hands of Scub. Scub's taking a shot. There it is. Eventually getting another goal. Now up 15-5, extending that goal differential to 10 points.
If I was,
just, you know, I really.
You know, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I really, you know, we've been talking about Gravity a lot, and I really don't think it's necessarily Reverb playing poorly. We are seeing a master EU team here. We're just seeing the experience of Gravity shine through. Absolutely. You know, these players that we mentioned before have been around for a long time. They've seen these playstyles that Reverb is trying to whip out on them, and they're already ready for it.
Just look at the defense from Team Gravity. They seem almost unstoppable right now. The save we saw just before that last goal from Baguette, and now, once again, we're seeing the close quarter saves from Gravity. And what I was going to say before is, if I was Itriz then, I would have been so annoyed. Clearing it, could have cleared it anywhere, but just unfortunate. Turns around and just smacks it away, as you have to in that scenario, and smacks it into the nest, which is kind of the worst block you can clear into, because it's the only one with angles that just goes straight back towards your goal. But as I say that, they might just have another chance to bring themselves back here, as they do find themselves in the Gravity bubble, but it is going to be recollected by Team Gravity, and they are looking really fast with this stack, although stopping... Oh, they actually stop on the Reverb stack to stop them first, so an interesting decision there from Team Gravity. Scub's not quite able to find the handles on it, but does eventually, and Owen looking for actually does get the block on that player from Gravity, trying to stun him away, but not able to get the save. So that's going to be another 2 points to Team Gravity, now up 12 points.
Unfortunate there with Owen not really having a choice, either get stunned out or not get their hands there in time for the goal. So, you know, between a rock and a hard place, doing what they can, but Gravity just overpowering it. Oh no, and a mishandled QB from Reverb. Will it go punished? It will. Viatrex slamming that in for another 3 points, putting them up now 20-5. An unfortunate mishandle, but Gravity was able to capitalize on it. Not much else to say other than that.
Very, very, very difficult to come out of that scenario. And now, kind of going to be a big mental hurdle for Reverb, if it even is possible mathematically. I think possibly it is, but it would have to be all 3 pointers right now coming through from Reverb, and they are going to try it either way. So definitely props to them, but it's going to be stolen once again from JBL. And I think it's just the pure speed and controlledness of the Gravity stack here, getting back in defense. And they seem almost unstoppable because they get there so fast. And oh, look at that pass from J for Jack. That slap pass from It's Me Ollie to a beautiful shot from J for Jack. And an excellent play there from Reverb, but I don't think it will quite be enough by the end of this game.
No, I mean, unfortunately, the points at this point will be just for decoration, but it does prove that Reverb came to play. This is a Master Team EU for sure that we're looking at here, but Gravity just coming out so strong today, and you know, it's what we've come to expect from them. Scubs now clearing that through to JBLB, sending that across to Baguette. Baguette looking to send it back in JBLB's hands, back to Baguette. Baguette taking the shot. No, bouncing off of what looked like the inside of the rim, so close, but it will be recovered by Owen. Oh no, a little mishandle by the stack there. Viatrex able to steal it to Scubs. Scubs sending it off the nest. No, that would have been amazing. And Reverb will get this cleared out to, oh no, maybe not quite. Maybe one more opportunity. No, unfortunately not for Team Gravity, but they definitely put enough on the board. I'm sure that won't bother them.
Yeah, absolutely, as we do go through. And Gravity will be taking this in 2, and for some reason this... Oh, that's why. So, bear with me for a second.
No worries. But yeah, that will be the end of this game. We saw such a performance from Reverb, but an even stronger one from Team Gravity. The possession that they were managed to achieve, the slow, controlled passing on both sides of the field, the speed of their stacks just was a little too much for Reverb to handle this time. But I think, and I hope Reverb takes this game, learns from it, and they come back even stronger with their future games.
Absolutely is. That's Very unfortunate timing for that. Everything else was working, and then the end of the round ended, and my thing disconnected. All right, we're fine. That will be the end of the thing. No scuff next time, I promise. On the next cast I do, everything will be fine and everything will be fixed. But yeah, what a performance from Team Gravity, and again, they're just showing that. And Reverb are definitely capable of being a master team. We've seen, if this was any other team but Team Gravity, then we would see a completely different story from them today. But it just turns out, you know, they do have to go against the likes of Team Gravity and Vertigo as well, which we will see similar performances of, because it was, after all, Gravity's kind of other counterpart with a very, very strong team, which was essentially Gravity last season. So it'll be very interesting to see these two teams lock heads as well. Team Gravity and Team Vertigo will be very, very interesting to watch. And I can't seem to end this round.
It's all good, but correct me if I'm wrong, we are continuing to stick with Reverb right now, are we not? I think the next game we're covering is Reverb versus Typhon.
Tomorrow, I believe. So
Can I read?
Yeah, I believe so. I'll double check for everyone.
Unless I can't read, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, the thing finally ended. All right, let's have a look here. Reverb. Oh no, yeah, 8 p.m. Yes. It's my bad. Today at 8 p.m. Sorry, my bad. Today at 8 p.m. I will end the stream briefly, and we will be back. The same two people. We will be back. Okay, so no one go anywhere, despite me being an idiot and, you know, not being able to read. So we will be back in a few minutes. However, I will end stream just to get these things quickly fixed. So I will see you all in a few minutes. We'll be right back with you, and don't go anywhere.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.